Hey guys, Taryn here with Fleur-de-Lis Aesthetics. After a very, very long break of doing videos and most anything else, it was a pretty stressful holiday season. So now I'm back, trying to get things going again. So my first tutorial is going to be this Valentine's Day tutorial. This is a little bit of a darker one. I'll hopefully get a more subtle, lighter, softer one up for. This is probably more of a nighttime look, evening, I'll try and get a daytime one up for, some of you who are younger or they just prefer less makeup than this, because obviously this is fairly dark. So if you would like to see how I did this, go ahead and keep watching. And as always, put your best face forward.
Okay, for this look, I'm using BB cream. This is my first time trying it. It turned out to be quite a bit more coverage than my normal BB cream, but it'll work okay. I'm just applying that with my hands because I generally do that the first time I use it anyways. And now you're going to want to put a lip balm or chapstick on your lips before you start doing anything else. That way your lips are set and ready for lipstick later on. Now apply an eye primer. This is to prevent creasing. You don't want any of that business going on. And now I'm just using a maroon colored shadow stick. This blends really well with the other colors that I'm using. So you can use another color if you'd like, but this one really matched. And I'm just using my fingers to blend that all over my eye. I'm going to give it a second to set up a little bit so it's not super, super sticky with the rest of the powdered shadows that I'm putting on in a bit. So I'm just going to fill in my brows real quick while I'm waiting for that to set up a little. Obviously skip this step if you don't need to fill in your brows. And then I'm going to start by using a deep maroonish purple color, and that's going to go all over the mobile part of the lid using a flat brush to help pack it on and get, the deepest color you can. And you don't need it to go all the way over in the inner corner or in the outer corner because we're going to be using two other colors there. And again, nothing has to be too neat because we do all the fix-ups later. Next, I'm using a lighter color. It's a little bit more of a cranberry, and I'm going to put that right in the center over the top of the maroon color to give a little pop of color right there. It'll also help your eyes stand out a little bit more having that lighter color in the center. Then I'm using a soft, super shimmery pink color, and that's going in the inner corner of my eye to brighten up the eyes because it is a quite dark, deep look. So that's going to help your eyes just appear a little more open and a little bit happier, I think. Plus, it gives it a nice transition of kind of Valentine-y colors. And now a matte black. Matte black's best to use in the outer corner, in my opinion, especially for somebody my age where you're starting to get wrinkles, and anybody older, really. You don't want to put shimmer where you can't afford to have shimmer. You don't want to draw attention to wrinkles or anything like that. So when you use a matte color, it's still going to pick up a little of the shimmer of the rest of the look, but when you use a matte color, it's not going to draw as much attention right there. But it's still going to be really effective. So I'm using a larger liner brush here and just dipping that in and doing the outer corner of my eye. And along the bottom, I'm running it to where it fades into the pink very nicely. And then the upper part, I'm just adding it just a little wing on the outside corner. Not moving in too far at all. And now you're going to take a clean blending brush and you're going to want to blend that so it's really, really nice and soft along the bottom. And it melds even better with the pink. And then on top, you're going to want to just drag that over a little too to get everything going.
Okay, since it's been a while since I've done a video and I'm certainly out of it, I didn't realize that my camera's battery ran out. And so now I'm just going to have to walk you through a couple things. Okay, so last thing you saw, I was blending things out. That's all I did as I used the sharp, this is a thicker liner brush. I don't really use it for that because it's so large, but I used this with the matte black and I applied it just in the lower outer corner and then up a little bit in the upper corner of my eye. Blended it out with the flat brush right here. And just subtly, and then help to blend everything in over here. There we go. So that it's a little more smooth and a better transition. Then I used, wrong palette. Then I used this color right here, which is just a matte neutral color. on obviously a large fluffy brush. That's very close to my skin color. It's a little bit lighter, so you're going to want to use something similar. And I did the highlight on my brow bone, and it is matte because everything else here is shimmery. So then I used a black kohl liner on my waterline. You can use a lighter color if you feel like this is too dark and you're not very comfortable with that, but if you're comfortable with it, by all means. Then I used, this is a Physicians Formula. It's a Happy Booster. It is a bronzer and blush combo with cute little hearts, and it smells amazing, in case you're wondering. And then I just take a brush and do a little contouring with the bronzer, and this bronzer isn't super shiny, and it's not really orangey. It's a very cool colored bronzer, which is why I really like it. So since I'm so fair, it looks really awful when I put something super orange and regular bronzers on my face. So this has been like my new favorite thing, and it's super cheap. It's from Physicians Formula. You can get it anywhere. And again, it's too ripe, y'all. And then you can use the blushes in here if you'd like. I chose to use a matte blush, which looks like this. It's Girl Friday from Everyday Minerals. And just pop a little bit of that on your cheeks. I did a little higher upwards on my cheeks. Not exactly right here, just a little bit higher up. And then, of course, it's Valentine's Day. You're going to need a highlight. And got this highlight, which is freaking beautiful. It's a cream highlighter. And it is from Hard Candy. It's called Glow All the Way. And it is so sparkly and pretty. There we go. So you're going to use your fingers for this and apply it just to the tops of your cheekbones. And since it is pink, it adds like a little bit of flush there too, so it's not just a stark white on your face. You do not need a lot of this. A little bit goes a long way. And if you want, you can do a little down the bridge of your nose. Cupid's bow you have to because, like I said, it's Valentine's Day. You gotta make your lips look freaking amazing. Then for your lips, well, for my lips, you can go a bolder lip if you like. I'm going to do a more subtle lip because it's a kissing day. You don't want a really bright lipstick on that's going to transfer and he's going to be like, oh, that's great. And then you're going to look, you know, with smeary face after you're done and it's not. So if you choose a really soft, like, nudie color, or even if you want to stick with gloss, that's fine. I'm going to use this. It's a really nice light pink color. It's a very thin, like, sheer lipstick, so when I kiss or do anything like that, it's not going to have a lot of transfer. It'll have like a little bit of a sheen, but that's kind of it. And that means it's easy to reapply, so you don't have to worry too much about, you know, your lips having that perfect line around them. You can do liner if you want and all that kind of stuff, but like I said, if it's Valentine's Day, you expect there to be a little transfer somewhere along the day. So this is a real easy, nice, if you just use like a subtle sheer lipstick or a tinted lip gloss is really great. You know, something that smells a little fun can be nice. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this look. Have a happy Valentine's Day, and as always, put your best face forward.